First and foremost, congratulations with all the success you've had in your personal life. I've noticed on Instagram. How's everything been, you know, with this little break that you've been going through?
Well, I wouldn't call it much of a break. You know, I haven't been in the ring officially, but as far as, you know, whether it's working with Coach Wade, working with my dad, you know, running, staying in shape, keeping my weight in check. I mean, I've been doing that since, you know, shortly after my last fight. That's something I do year round. And, you know, I'm not looking to, after a fight, take too many steps back. I want to keep pushing, keep going forward. That's something I've done my whole career. Yeah, as far as, you know, having a kid and stuff like that, that's been, you know, a blessing in my life. You know, new added motivation coming into this camp and going into this fight. And so I'm excited.
You know, I saw you know, your shirt was off earlier. You had that six-pack, you know, ripped through. And now you've also added, you know, additional team members. Just what's so different about this camp from your previous camp, if you can break it down?
Well, you know, I feel like Breadman and my dad, you know, as my dad said at the press conference, they got a lot of the same ideas about boxing, how it should be done, and how, you know, we should go about it. But, you know, just Breadman coming in, bringing new, fresh energy in, and you know, new drills, fresh ideas and stuff like that that complement what my dad has already been having me do, been having me work on, and how my dad wants me to go about things and do things. So, you know, I feel like the chemistry between us three and between them two has been really good. You know, that we all respect each other's opinion about boxing and how we should go about it. And so, you know, it's been a seamless fit.
You know, and I just have to ask, I overheard you said something, Breadman, about you almost tore my Achilles. I don't know if I want to miss it, but was that him turning?
No
or
one was supposed to hear that.
I mean, I got good ears.
I was crossing them up in there.
His legs is just moving real good, so I was like kind of teasing him, like, you almost made me tear my ACL, because when he was doing the drills, when he was changing directions, he was moving real good.
He got old man knees.
It's kind of, when you see a guy at the beginning of the camp, you kind of like take for granted, and then you see him 6 or 7 weeks later, how much better that they get with doing like little things. So he's rolling right now. I'm ready for him to fight. I wish the fight was tomorrow, because he's on fire right now. You know, I wish y'all could see some of the sparring, but you can't. But he's ready to go. So I was just impressed by how he looked when he first started doing those drills up until this point right now. It's been a big improvement in the way he's been moving.
How hard would you say those shots are when he hits? You know, I saw, you know, he was digging deep. You know, he told him to hold. You know, what's like getting punched?
This guy don't miss nothing. Well, they say he can't punch, so I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, that's what the media and the fighters and all that kind of stuff say. They all say he can't punch, so we'll see October 15th how hard he punch.
You know, and then I just want to incorporate the father as well. You know, just having this dynamic team that go into this fight. What's your experience and just hearing it? You know, we talked earlier, but just here in front of all the media, what's this whole experience been like during this camp?
It's just been a great experience. You know, we just came out of a big fight, and unfortunately it didn't go our way, but that did not dampen our spirits nor dull our edge. You know, we've been working hard at it ever since, and we've known Breadman for some time, but we haven't really worked together. But us working together, it's just been great. Been a great experience, and everybody's going to see come fight night.
Now, Caleb, I have to go back to you on you're back on pay-per-view. It's probably never going to change from that point. So, seeing the fact that you're fighting, you know, Dirrell, I talked to you that obviously every fight is personal, but do you feel like Dirrell's taking this personal like another level, or is just trying to play mind games and just maybe just try to psych himself up?
I think he's just psyching himself up. Like I said before, you know, him saying he hates me, and I know that's a strong word, but I hate him, and, you know, stuff like that. That's just, it's funny to me. He'll say that in one sentence, and in the next sentence he'll say that, you know, I'm nothing and nobody to him. So, you know, if I'm nothing and nobody to you, but you hate me, you know what I'm saying? You must care about me a lot to hate me. So, you know, those are questions for him. I know what we're coming to do. I know what we're focused on, and I know how we're going about this fight, and that's all that matters to me.
Hey, you said that you like coaching mind, that you take his brain a lot even before you guys started working together. So, what are the kind of things that the mindset added to what you already were coming into, what you already have on your own? What is he added to your mindset?
Well, I think, you know, I don't try to let outside forces affect my mindset mentality. If I'm not, I don't need nobody to motivate me to train. I don't need nobody to be on my ass to be disciplined. I don't need nobody to call me up and say, hey, did you go run, or did you eat the right thing? Have you drunk, or your water and your fluids, and are you keeping your weight in check? If you ask them, or Coach Wade or anyone on my team, I don't need anybody to be on my ass about doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm a professional. I chose this life. This is what I want. I know what I want out of boxing, and so I don't need people to be on me about that. But as far as Breadman, he's a relaxed guy like my dad, but at the same time, just like my dad, he's not into the bullshit when it comes to the gym. When we get here, it's time to work hard, and from the first bell to the final bell, and that's right up my alley. That's just what I like to do. That's how I was raised, and I'm sure that he'll second that when when I say that I don't see too many people outgrounding me. I don't see anybody being as disciplined as me or outgrounding me.
And then I overheard you over there. Obviously, you're focused on the Dirrell fight, and you do want to press later for like a David Benavidez fight or Jamal Charlo fight. Just from your words, here, is that the future aim to have unification, fight other former champions, and make big fights?
Absolutely. I mean, right now there's no unification fights to be had unless you fight Canelo. So, but right now I'm focused on the 15th. That's the only fight that I want. That's the only fight I'm focused on. But then after that, I'm looking to step forward to make the biggest fights that could be made in the super middleweight division, whether that's Charlo or Benavidez.